William Hill sponsors Bellevue vs Hay 2 on Sky Sports Box Office.
Umar Ahmed, IFL TV, MTK Global, on an open tour bus in London. Hang on, Johnny's got a message. I don't know what he's saying. Anyways, I'm with Jimmy Mack Jr. Obviously, a couple of weeks ago, well, a month ago now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Chunky went out to the States, got his IBF title back.
Yeah.
Happy with his performance?
Yeah, do you know what? The main thing was the win. So the plan was to just go out and just show levels, basically. Like that James is in a different class to Caleb Truax. And the first 2 rounds he come out nice, and then in the 3rd round there was a really bad clash of heads, which the referee deemed a punch, and it was the worst cut he's had of his career. And yeah, basically, like it put him off a bit. He couldn't really see. But he would just not be denied that night, and there was no doubts that he was going to go on and win his world title back.
Yeah. How's he after that clash of heads?
Yeah, do you know what? It sort of messed everything up for a bit because he couldn't see for like a couple of rounds. But once he composed himself, got himself back together again, and got the cut under control a little bit. Yeah, he just pushed on, and then obviously come on strong and pocketed them later rounds to seal it, really. So yeah.
Okay. What's the situation with the IBF in terms of mandatory?
So I'm not too sure yet. I know Uzcategui beat Darrell on the Wilder Ortiz bill. Yep. So just waiting now. I think waiting to speak to Al Heyman and see. Yeah, basically what the next move is really.
Caleb Plant is ranked number 2 with the IBF. Obviously, he piped up at the presser, didn't he?
Yeah.
And the girl, what did the girl say? What was his words?
So he just basically, at that point, you make him wait, and the fight's getting close. Obviously, James's whole career was on that fight, so the pressure was very high. And he just didn't like someone like just literally invade him and start to like run his mouth at a press conference, which had nothing to do with him. But credit to him, because he's sort of put himself on a pedestal now, because everyone's asking who's this man, this fella that was running his mouth.
For him.
Yeah. So yeah, basically, I mean, he was talking about paying Uzcat's guy step aside money and he'd step in, or it's all a bit up in the air. But yeah, I'm sure we'll find out more in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah. If he does successfully defend his IBF in their mandatory defences, can we see the likes of him getting back in the ring with George Groves, Callum Smith?
Do you know what? James is all about the big fights, the big nights, the big lights. He wants them fights. He'd fight George Groves next in his next fight, but there's a lot of things that I think he's in a tournament with Smith, and we just wait to see what's happening with James or whatever. But if the phone went tomorrow and they said, listen, Groves is the next fight, then if I know James as a person, he would take that fight 100%.
Right, you told me you had a story for me about your old man in the States.
So in Vegas, it's pretty weird how they sort of like run it. So they put you in this room after a fight, right? And the doctor sort of like checks you over. So the geezer's gone to me, like looking at him, he's gone, do you know what, mate? He's going to need some stitches in there, right? I went, you are joking me, right? His eye's hanging off and you're telling me he needs stitches in there. So he went, no, look, we've not got a doctor here at the venue to stitch him up. Right. So he said, we've got to take him to hospital. So I said, how can you not have a doctor at a boxing venue to stitch it? It's like one of the most common injuries. Anyway, so he said, look, we've got another problem. Caleb Truax is in a bit of a pickle. He said he needs to go to hospital as well. Right. So they said, we've only got one ambulance. So we said, well, put him in the same ambulance as James. There's no problem. Anyway, cut a long story short, they've got in the ambulance, and they've said to my dad, look, Jim, if you want to go with James, like there's a car going that can take 4 of you. So there was a driver, my dad, James's dad, and James's friend Joe. So they're following the ambulance. Now, little did they know that night there was a terrible thing happened. There was 3 fatal shootings in Las Vegas that night, right? And then there was another 2 that had been injured, that had been shot, who was in an ambulance, right? In a different ambulance. So that ambulance, that the people that had been shot had reported that a strange car was following their ambulance. Right. So that ambulance is in another area, and our ambulance is obviously in another area. Anyway, cut a long story short, my dad said, we've gone down this road, then we've come out, then we've gone back down it again, then we've come out, we've gone back down it again for a 3rd time, and he thought, it's a bit strange. Like, I don't know what's going on here. Does this ambulance like not know where it's going. He said, then the ambulance has come to a stop, right, in pitch black road. He said, before I knew it, our car has been swarmed by loads of old Bill, right, armed old Bill, like armed police. They're screaming, get the down, you know, like they're going, put driver, throw the keys out the car. So they're going, driver, throw the keys out the car, man. So the driver's like thrown them out. They've gone, get out of the car. So the driver's got out and he's like put his hands in the air. Anyway, they've gone, bang, you're nicked, right? So then they've got one of them walkie-talkie things, something like what Derek's got there. And they've gone, passenger, get out of the car. But my old man's got one of them old school knockers. As he's got out, he's put his hand in his pocket like that.
Oh, no.
What are you doing? Like, people think you're like trying to draw for a gun.
Exactly, yeah.
He said, what are you doing? Anyway, they've grabbed my old man, slammed him on the bonnet, like, nicked him, yeah, put him in the back of the police car. Then James's friend's got out, he's been nicked. Then poor James's dad, like, he can't get out of the car, he's got a bad knee or whatever. They're going, nah, get the fuck, like, swearing, right? Anyway, cut a long story short, we said, look, if you look what Showtime from an hour ago, like, our boy's in the back of that ambulance. Yeah. So they've opened the ambulance, seen that it was James and Truex, and they was like, right, let him go. They didn't apologise or nothing.
Really?
But my dad just said that feeling of getting out, yeah, and looking down the barrel of a gun, and like, I said, like, I can't believe this. We've just come over to America, won our world title back. Now I've got about 5 old bills sticking guns in my face. So yeah, that was our little story after the fight.
Interesting story that. Okay, massive rematch this Saturday.
Yes.
Tony Bellew, David, are you going?
I've not got tickets to it,
no.
But if anyone wants to give
Eddie,
me
sort him out.
Yeah, Ed, come on, sort me out, Ed.
Obviously, you're known for your impressions. Have you got a Tony Bellew one? Oh, well, I know you have, so give it to me.
I'm not too bad. Right, let me think of something. I can't put a sentence together, but I'll just say a few like.
Yeah, go on.
Sound lad. That's boss, that is. And what's the other one he says? I'm going to render him unconscious.
Fact.
Yeah, fact. Simple as that. Simple as that.
Okay.
I'm going to. I think Bellew. I think Bellew wins again on Saturday.
Yeah.
I think Hayes had a lot of injuries. He's had that Achilles operation. He's had a bicep thing. He's had quite a few over the years, and I just think Bellew's up for it. He looks sharp, and I fancy Bellew again. Okay,
Jimmy Mack Jr., thanks for talking to IFL. Hopefully you get some news on James the Girl soon.
Fingers
but
crossed,
for now,
mate.
Thanks for talking to us.
Top man.
William Hill sponsors Bellew versus Hay 2 on Sky Sports Box Office.